I think, like I said, the growth of the sport in general, like all of them, especially in powerlifting, I think we're starting to see like a huge wave, and I think there's a new wave coming. Everyone saw I'm really excited about it when Nike introduced the new powerlifting bar.
Yeah.
Like
I saw it.
Dan Griggs, like I think I ordered the bar, so I'm gonna get a test run off it and see what it's like. But I love buying kit, so I'll definitely do like a little review on it when it arrives in. But I think seeing something like Nike step in, even in a small way, is very, very exciting. Like, who knows where it's going to go from here? You know, you've got Gymshark are dabbling in it. I know they're heavily involved in around Team GB and hosting comps, and they released their singlet. I know they've always had knee sleeves, wrist wraps, whether it was for bodybuilding or power, but you're starting to see them be
Actually
a lot
look at like more specifically like IPF approved kit.
Yeah. I think that's kind of where we see things going. It's just been a massive, massive wave of popularity. Like for me, the prospect of Nike stepping in is like, are we going to get like a Tiger Woods, a Michael Jordan, Venus, Serena Williams, who's going to be that person?
But it's like the equivalent of when Reebok took over CrossFit.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
Exactly. Is that what we're about to see?
up. Like literally blew up.
And I think Puma, are they involved in High Rocks?
Yes.
Or is it Adidas?
Yeah.
It's Puma,
No, Puma,
right?
yeah.
It's Puma, right? So like we're starting to see this, and it's like, is this the wave? Like, please, if Nike want to come in, like by all means, please do.
Go for it.
You know,
But like
Great.
even in the video, they have like the calibrated.
yeah, they've got some
places,
kind of
like,
calibrated looking plate. It's not on their website. I'm curious to see where it goes. Are they going to stay in the equipment? Because I know they're launching their strength equipment, but Nike is, you know, they sell apparel, they sell clothes, they sell kit and training kit. Where are they going to go with it? Who knows? But it's definitely very, very, very exciting just to see it in general. And I think for any sport like that to get a light shone on it like that is huge. And we're all going to benefit as a net positive from that kind of light being shone on it.
I don't think people really understand like the potential impact that
Absolutely, yeah.
can have. Like
Yeah.
one of the biggest sporting companies ever.
The biggest.
Yeah. I was
Like
just gonna
literally
say.
their biggest, shining
It's
a
just
light.
like it's a much
on-
bigger multinational company.
Yeah.
Like I'd never heard of A7 until I came in here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Or
Yeah.
I don't think I really knew what SPD was. I maybe saw someone in a commercial gym wearing SPD sleeves,
Sleeves
but
or
like
something.
I wouldn't have known the brand. So like it definitely would make a difference.
Whereas like you see someone in a pair of Ramaleos, like Nike
Yeah,
squat shoes,
yeah, yeah.
you instantly know, oh, they're Nike. You might not know that they're squat shoes.
Yeah.
But you're like, oh, them Nike shoes. Like I remember leaving a pair of mine in to be fixed, and like your man that was fixing them had no clue what they were, but he could tell me obviously that they're Nike.
Yeah.
So it's like
I mean,
the
most-
potential that
Yeah.
this has is massive.
Yeah. I'm very excited to see where it goes, and hopefully they do more with it, and we see a bit more coming out down the line. I mean, to see them just get Dan Griggs involved.
Yeah.
I mean, he's the biggest raw deadlifter of all time, powerlifter.
That's
Right? So
I found that interesting as well. I was wondering how they kind of went about it, where they're just like, who's the strongest?
I'd be
Just
curious about
getting
like
to use the bar.
what was going on behind the scenes. Do they
Yeah.
have anyone in there that's interested in powerlifting? Nike, if you need some help,
Reach out to Lift Era.
we're here. You know, but I think it's like choosing him. Who was behind that? What were the conversations around?
Yeah,
I'd love
yeah.
to know. Do they have somebody that's like has their finger on the pulse of the game, or are they just kind of winging it?
Yeah.
Well, like they
Just
obviously
research
have done
team.
their homework there.
Yeah.
You'd imagine so. You'd hope so.
Yeah.
Got a few guys.
You know, are they going to look for IPF approval on their stuff? It's
That's what I was
definitely,
going to
like,
ask.
the
Like, is
spec
it
there.
possible that they could have more stuff like wrist straps and sleeves and stuff that could get IPF
See,
approved?
you'd be interested though, because you know the way they've gone down the route with Dan Griggs,
Yeah.
which is it's funny because it's like it's a stiff bar. You know what I mean? The thing he doesn't
Yeah.
compete with. So then it's like, do they? I wonder, are they going to first kind of go down that route of like untested powerlifting? You know what I
Potentially,
mean?
yeah. Because
Because
I
that's
meing,
where they'll just look at who's the strongest. They're
yeah,
not
who's
gonna
got the
look
most
at, like-
clout? You know, like what are they looking at here? Are they just looking at like these are the numbers on the bar?
Yeah.
And that's the person we want to get behind. Is that how they're choosing it? It's powerlifting obviously has a broad range of
Yeah.
federations, rules, which can be a little confusing sometimes. So you'd have to wonder like who's overseeing this.
Yeah.
And kind of what's the long term intention. Either way, I'm excited for it. No bad can come of it.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, no bad can come of it. And any promotion that, you know, these niche sports can get is always going to be good.